Before the hits, before the platinum records, before his name appeared on the liner notes of some of the biggest songs of the 80s, there was a masterful guitarist, an innovative producer and songwriter whose fingerprints are on some of pop and R&B's most iconic records. From jazz stages with legends like Miles Davis to the studio that helped shape Madonna's early sound, he bridged genres with creativity, precision, and a touch of magic. But despite his influence, his story is often overlooked. The man behind the music, the hits, and the innovations that changed the sound of a generation. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Reggie Lucas. Now, if you guys love my videos and love supporting me, then I suggest you become a member of the channel where I will be releasing exclusive videos just for you all. Be sure to get that family tier so you won't miss out on these exclusive perks. If you guys would love to connect with me outside of YouTube, then I am officially announcing that I am on Discord. Here, you can provide me with feedback on my recent uploads. You could drop your suggestions for future videos, or if you just want to chat it up about videos or about music in general, or just about anything, we could do it here. We could do it together. I hope to see you there. Now, before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more content. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro. Born in New York City on February 25th, 1953, growing up surrounded by music. From a very early age, he gravitated towards the guitar, drawn from his jazz improvisation and the freedom it offered. He attended the Bronx High School of Science but dropped out to focus on his music. Lucas began his career as an R&B and jazz guitarist, performing with Billy Paul in the early 70s, and Miles Davis from 1972 to 1976. Lucas met percussionist James Mtume, who would eventually become his production partner by playing in Davis' electric band. While with Miles Davis' band, contributing to groundbreaking records and touring internationally, these years honed his technical mastery and gave him a deep understanding of rhythm, melody, and musical innovation. Lucas' jazz foundation would become the springboard of a career that crossed genres and redefined what music could be. In 1976, Lucas and Mtume joined vocalist Roberta Flack and spent several years with her touring. Following his time as a touring jazz guitarist, Lucas moved his concentration to songwriting and producing, where he achieved both recognition and critical acclaim. Lucas and Mtume's production team had wrote and produced successful songs for a variety of performers including Stephanie Mills, Phyllis Hyman, Lou Rawls, The Spinners, and, of course, Roberta Flack. His deep understanding of groove, harmony, and structure allowed him to craft songs that resonated with both critics and audiences. By the late 70s, Lucas had established himself as a versatile musician who could seamlessly move between jazz, funk, and pop. As the 70s came to an end, Lucas branched out and started writing and producing his own stuff. In addition to his own instrumental album titled Survival Themes, one of his first solo efforts was Madonna's 1983 self-titled debut album, which featured the song Borderline. Lucas produced the majority of the album, which went on to sell over 5 million copies. He helped shape the early sound that would launch Madonna's career, combining pop sensibilities with danceable groove and a polished production. His fingerprints blended rhythm, melody, and studio innovation. Lucas' work demonstrated his ability to adapt to the new trends while keeping his jazz and funk sensibilities intact, a rare skill in the music industry. Beyond Madonna, Lucas wrote and produced for a variety of R&B and pop artists, leaving an incredible mark on the sound of the 80s. He blended jazz sophistication with pop accessibility, creating music that was polished, timeless, and influential for decades to come. Although he often worked behind the scenes, his contributions helped shape the careers, define the hits, and influence the next generations of producers and songwriters. Lucas later collaborated with Rebby Jackson, Randy Crawford, and the Four Tops. He produced the Four Tops' 1985 album, Magic. Lucas was also part of the short-lived band Sunflower that went on to produce a single album in 1982. Lucas produced a single, Young, Free, and Single. I just want to mingle with you, lady. Quantum Sound, a recording studio in Jersey City in 1986. The studio clients included the Pet Shop Boys, Jodeci, Jeff Buckley, and Sepultura. Reggie Lucas' influence extends far beyond his name in the liner notes. Producers and musicians cite his work as inspiration for blending genres and creating polished, soulful sounds. He helped bridge jazz, funk, R&B, and pop, paving the way for modern production techniques that we take for granted. His music wasn't just heard, it was felt. Every chord, every rhythm, every production choice reflected a lifetime of study, creativity, and intuition. On May 19th, 2018, Lucas sadly passed away from heart disease in New York City at the age of 65. His legacy carries on through his children. His daughter was a National Book Foundation executive director and is currently the publisher of Pantheon and Shocking Books, while his son is a staff writer for The New Yorker. Unlike many stars, Reggie Lucas' name may not appear in headlines, but his work continues to shape the music we love. For those who dig into the liner notes, production credits, and the stories behind the songs, Lucas' genius is unmistakable. He represents the kind of musician whose artistry is not measured by fame, but by lasting influence, by the records that continue to inspire, energize, and move audiences decades later. Reggie Lucas may not have been a household name, but his music is everywhere. You danced to it, you hummed it, or you felt moved by a song that had his fingerprints on them. From the jazz clubs to the pop charts, from the guitar to the mixing consoles, Lucas' artistry has left an incredible mark on music history. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song that Reggie Lucas worked on?